In 1885, Leopold is officially recognised as sovereign over the Congo Free State. It's not Belgian, it's his. He was king of Belgium, yes, but he acted privately. The Congo Free State was financed by private capital, and he was backed by major European interests. This wasn't the whim of a deranged king. This was a structured investment project. In 1887, Dunlop invents the bicycle tyre. Then came the global bicycle boom in Europe and America. European markets couldn't keep up with demand. Congo's wild rubber went from a niche export to the centre of Leopold's business model. No need to plant, manage, or grow the rubber. Simply send workers in to collect it. Entire villages were ordered to meet monthly rubber quotas. Men were forced to go deep into the jungle, sometimes for weeks, with no tools or protective clothing. And if they failed to meet the quotas, their women were taken hostage and people were killed. Workers cut into the vines to let the latex sap seep out. The colonizers didn't even give them buckets or containers. They would have to let it dry on their skin, on their arms and on their torsos, and after hours it hardened to a crust. They would then scrape it off with knives or sharp tools, ripping off the skin and the body hair. No gloves, no soap, and many people developed infections and were left with permanent scarring. Soldiers of the Force Publique, Leopold's private army, would routinely cut off people's hands if they failed to meet the rubber quotas. The soldiers employed by Leopold also had their own bullet quotas. They would have to bring back a severed hand as evidence for the bullet used. Hands were counted and logged. If villages didn't meet rubber quotas, people were whipped, hostages were taken, and people were killed. Société Générale de Belgique is Belgium's most powerful bank. Held stakes in mining, railways, and rubber plantations. Backed Leopold's legitimacy. Very interested in the untapped potential of the Congo resources. Baron Alphonse de Rothschild backed Leopold early because he believed copper, gold, and tin deposits in Congo would become profitable. Rothschild's investment wasn't in rubber. It was in the future mining capability of the Congo. Ferdinand de Lesseps was the engineer of the Suez Canal, a global celebrity of infrastructure, extremely interested in the Congo basin. Pitched the Congo as Africa's Suez. Elder Dempster were a major British shipping firm that dominated the West Africa to Europe shipping routes and handled the freight between the Congo River, Liverpool, and Antwerp. Elder Dempster carried Leopold's blood rubber into European markets while presenting itself as neutral transporters. Lloyd's of London is an insurance house. It provides marine insurance for ships and cargo. Lloyd's underwriters helped make Leopold's extraction model viable by de-risking the transport of rubber and ivory from the African West Coast. Without Lloyd's, nobody would have moved Leopold's cargo. SGB, the bank that bankrolled Leopold, invested directly in rubber concession companies like ABI-OR. In 1908, Belgium formally annexes Congo from Leopold, but SGB retain and expand the control of assets, now under the legal protection of the Belgian state.